Some people influence your life greatly. A person like that is usually a parent. When I see my friends' parents, as good as they are, I feel lucky to have this special parent. We all have parents who we always love, but none, besides my mom, is as easy to love as my dad, Drew Brownsword. My dad is the funniest person I know, very caring and extremely nice, traits that he shows every day. Drew Brownsword is funny enough to play a role in a comedy movie. He's never short of witty jokes and comebacks. He leaves me constantly laughing almost every time I talk to him. When I tease or needle him about something, he's always got a zinger to fire right back. Drew's also doing the funniest and most foolish things. Whether it's forgetting a name or doing an impression or telling a story, he's always doing something that makes everyone laugh. One time a few weeks ago, he told me a story about one time at the gym. He was finished with his workout, and after he took a shower, he realized he had not brought a towel with him. He had an important meeting coming, so he was left with no other choice but to dry himself off using paper towels, resulting in a lot of odd looks from his gym mates. Even when my dad doesn't realize, he's very funny. Sometimes he does very dumb, very funny things without even knowing what he's doing or saying is very funny. When my mom and dad were dating in college, my dad used a car that had a broken driver's side door. When they were going home from their date, my dad opened a door and my mom tried to step in, thinking that my dad was being courteous. Instead of letting her in though, my dad jumped in ahead of my mom, sticking his rear right in her face. When my mom talked about it over 20 years later, while she was convulsing with laughter, my dad was thoroughly embarrassed. My dad is always doing or saying things that leave our family laughing day in and day out. Drew Brownsword is a more caring man than most. He always looks out for me and makes sure I don't do anything that could be harmful to myself. When I'm hurt, he's always there to take me to a doctor. Last February, I hurt my hand on the ski trip to Wachusett. The day after, my dad skipped running a fundraising 5K run by our family friends to take me to a doctor. He's always willing to make a sacrifice for my well-being. My dad is always protecting me from danger and lecturing me to be careful with what I do. He always tells me to stay away from drugs and underage drinking. My dad always shows a good example of being caring. When his mom was diagnosed with leukemia, he took time out of his extremely busy schedule to fly to Virginia to see her and take her out to do fun things. He even got a flag flown over the Capitol building for her. When it was my turn to go down to Virginia with my dad, I always got to see how much he cared about people, especially his family. My dad is the nicest man I know. Even when he doesn't know a person's name or doesn't even know the person, he always gives them a warm greeting. When he sees someone he knows, he always greets them and compliments them with something. After every sporting event I have, no matter whether I play good or bad, he always tells me how well I played and specific things I did well during the game. He drives me to my games no matter how far away they are. Whenever I'm down about something, he always tries to cheer me up and make me happy. When I do bad on a test or a project, when I really tried to do well, he always points out how hard I worked and to look at the grade more positively. He is cordial and respect to everyone, whether he likes them or knows them or not. It's very hard to dislike a man like my dad. Drew Brownsword, a very special and unique person who influences my life daily. All of our family members are special to us in some way. I hope you now see why my father is special to me. The impact my father has had on me is massive and changes me every day. My dad is a great man, and he will be always known as a funny, caring, nice, and an amazing, loving man.